Hello, this is Cooking Simplified with JJ Evans, and today we're making baked pasta shells with ground turkey, and then of course here we have garlic knots that are going to go with the meal, and we're also going to make a sauteed spinach and kale. So if you'll come over here, I'm going to go ahead and rinse the shells that are already pre-cooked and go ahead and drain these. Just going to shake off any excess water. Okay, that should be good. Then we're just going to dump the shells into our pre-greased little pan here. Now we're done with our colander, so we no longer need that. And over here, I've already added 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I've added the ground turkey. And I'm just sauteing it down and browning it. And over here in my other pan, I've added 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil also, and I've added some fresh kale, and I've added some fresh spinach. And I'm just going to wilt it down and then season it. So I'm like, this is just an easy dish to make if you're on the go, you're in a hurry, you have kids, you come in from work, and it's almost like another version of lasagna. Alright, if you'll bring the camera a little bit closer so they can see here how it's browning, I'm just going to turn the heat up just a little bit more. And I'm going to turn up the spinach as well. With the entire cost of this meal, you can make this meal for all of $15, if not less. I got the pasta shells for 99 cents. Those came from Kroger's. The Parmesan cheese I got from Target, that was $1.49. The Monterey Jack cheese I'll be using, which is 2 cups, for $1.99 from Kroger's. The ground turkey was just Jennie-O, and it was $3.49. It was just like a roll, almost like a log. And then I used fresh spinach, fresh kale, and those were like $2 a piece. And then I already had the garlic. And then we're going to use fresh basil. So as you can see, woohoo, it was on sale for 99 cents. And then all my spices I already had. And then I have a jar of marinara sauce. The marinara sauce was like $1.49. So I'm like, this meal, it's very budget friendly for those of us on a budget. And that's a lot of us. It's almost completely brown, so I can go ahead and start adding some lovely seasonings. Now we're going to go ahead and add our seasonings, and you can add as much as you like. It's just whatever you feel in that moment. I'm going to add the garlic powder. I normally do about a tablespoon. If you want to add more, you can go ahead and add more. There's no problem with it. Okay, we're going to do a tablespoon of pepper. Again, you can add as much as you like. Okay, a tablespoon of salt. Kosher salt. We're gonna add some Lawry's because Lawry's makes everything so much better. And we're gonna add just half a tablespoon because we've already added, you know, some kosher salt in there. Italian seasoning, of course. Oops, wrong side. Come on. And we're gonna add just a tablespoon. This really adds a lot of good flavor. And we're going to add just a little bit of heat with the red pepper. Now you add as much as you like. I don't like a whole lot of spice, so I'll just add just a smidgen. Okay, then we're going to add onion powder, just a tablespoon. We're going to add our oregano, and I'm going to do just a little under a tablespoon of the Then we're gonna add fresh basil. Hold on, I don't know why I have my seasoned basil already pulled out. I need this. And we're just gonna break a few leaves off. And just kind of crumble it in there. Okay, and then we're gonna add our fresh garlic. And that is 2 cloves of garlic that I'm adding, and I just sliced it up. And then we're gonna add our pasta sauce, which is just a regular jar of marinara. 1 jar is 2½ cups. Just gonna shake it down. I like to turn it upside down, make sure I got all of the sauce out of there, because why let any go to waste? Okay, I'm gonna go back in and make sure I broke up all the meat. You want to bring it a little closer over the pot so they can see? We're just going back through and gently breaking up the meat because we don't want to splatter anything all over the stove. On this, we're going to cut it down to low because we're just going to simmer it. We're not actually going to physically cook it all the way through right now because it's going to finish off in the oven. There it is. Cool. Looking beautiful. So I'm just going to give this a quick stir. For 1 second, and let me turn the heat up on this. My spinach is not wilting like I want it to be. I don't know if I didn't have it up far enough on the heat. But in the meantime, I'm just going to add a little bit more heat to my sauce. It's completely off now, and as you can see, we're transferring the sauce over to the pasta shells. You're just going to pour it ever so gently over top of the shells. Okay, I'm done with that. So you really just want to take and just kind of smooth it over the top of the shells. Okay, and when you're making this dish, you can also add onion to the sauce and saute it down with the meat. I just realized I didn't have an onion, so that's why I didn't put that in there. You can also add ricotta to this as well, if you wanted to. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add our lovely Monterey Jack cheese. And this is 2 cups. Originally I was going to do 1.5 cups, but everyone loves cheese, myself included, so we're doing 2 cups. So we're just going to sprinkle the Monterey Jack just any way you like over the top of the shells. And if you want, I mean, you can always get the kids in here, and this is something easy that you guys can do together. You can do the bigger stuff and let them, you know, sprinkle the cheese and help out with the dinner. I'm just going to take and spread the cheese over the top. Then we're going to come back through and we're going to add our lovely Parmesan cheese and add as much as you like. I'm sure it's Blake going to add as much as I like because I love cheese. So as you can see, it almost looks like lasagna. It's just shells and it's just layered with the sauce and the meat. And then you have the Monterey Jack cheese, the Parmesan cheese, and we're just gonna put this in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, now our lovely spinach and kale is sauteing down. So I'm just going to continue to move it around and make sure everything gets bolted down, and then I'm going to season it. So I'm like sauteing down fresh kale and fresh spinach. It takes no time. You can probably have this sauteed down in 10 minutes. I just didn't have my heat up like it was supposed to. This is such a good way to get all of like your protein. This kale, it has a lot of nutrients to it, and so does spinach. So it's perfect if you have kids and they're a little fussy about eating their vegetables. This is another way to get them to eat them, because I'm telling you, this kale and the spinach, after I get done seasoning it, it's going to be amazing. I didn't set the timer, but I'm still perfectly good on time. I know it's been in there for 3 minutes now, so I'm good. Okay, so our kale and spinach is wilting down just how I want it to, so I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning it right now. So I will go ahead and cut off just a tablespoon of butter, because we don't need a whole lot, just a small little portion. Just gonna fold the butter back, and now we're gonna come over here and we're gonna add some garlic powder. I'm gonna just add 1 big tablespoon, because you can't really use fresh garlic when you're doing this, it would burn. I'm going to use a tablespoon of pepper, and we're going to add a tablespoon of kosher salt, and we'll add just a little pinch of onion powder, so probably about a teaspoon. I'll add just a little bit of Lowry's. Okay, I'm going to grab my spoon and just stir that around a little bit. But also, when you're making spinach and kale, it's important to make sure that it still keeps the freshness of the greenness and not wilts down to where it's just bitter tasting and just nasty. You don't want it to cook all the way down to where it looks kind of like brown. That's not cute. Alright, if we bring the camera a little closer so they can actually see what's going on in there. Okay, so our kale and spinach is perfectly done. Our pasta shells are cooking in the oven. This has been a pleasure to make this meal for you today. Again, this is baked pasta shells, and this is also available on YouTube. If you'll subscribe to me, this is Cooking Simplified with JJ Evans. Thank you for stopping by.